education is key. Education is key, and
It's key.
some people are struggling. Let's talk about this cancer. It's more
Sure.
than cancer. It is more than coronavirus. You see, it is hidden, but people don't see that this thing is eating us.
It's eating them up.
You
Exactly.
apply for something and they don't give it to you because you have a virus of a credit. You have a pandemic that is credit. I made you laugh this one, but it's serious. Talk to us about this canker that is eating us too much in our daily lives.
Well, the whole issue is that because we don't have the knowledge of it. Yeah, and among the reasons is the fact that we are not educated about it. They don't teach us. But one thing that I would say is that anyone in credit card crisis can certainly get out of it and make it way better and start to save money. 1970, Congress passed consumer protection law called Fair Credit Reporting Act. Fair Credit Reporting Act was passed by Congress 1970, giving consumers the right to challenge any negative account on their report. Yeah, so it's just like driving 90 miles at a 20 miles per hour zone. If a police catches you, he will give you a citation to go to court. He wouldn't just give you an amount to pay. He will give you a citation to go to court to defend yourself. In the same process, when you default on your payment, you also have right to appear before the credit bureaus to challenge them. Yeah, and most of the times, these collection agencies, they don't do the due diligence. There are actually three things that are in the Fair Care Reporting Act. For example, for an item to be reported to the credit bureau, it must be 100% accurate. When you say 100% accurate, everything about that account, every aspect about that account must be 100% correct. So if we challenge the account, our goal is to make sure that the collection companies or the credit card companies, they have done the due diligence and all aspects about the credit, about the account is 100%
So,
correct.
Chris, how do you challenge negatives? How do you do it? How do you challenge negatives with the bureaus?
All right, excellent. So there are actually several steps involved that we call rounds. The first thing that we do is what we call letter of validation. So we ask the collection agency or the credit card company to validate the account, basically asking that every aspect of the account, including the address, the date that it was opened, the last time that it was reported, or the highest balance on that account, all aspects about this account is 100% correct. Now, this is the issue. If the account is in collection, it has been sold multiple times, and they have lost track the date that it was opened, the first transaction that took place. So when they cannot validate this information, the law requires them to remove it from the credit report. So that is the first step that we do. Yeah, by writing validation letter to the credit bureaus and also sending copies of these letters to the collection agencies or the credit card companies.
All right, thank you very much for joining. This is COP USA Radio, the morning drive, the inspirational drive. 34 minutes downside the hour 9 a.m. with me. Crossing over to the other side of the state. It's the New Jersey. Otu Amankwa is asking a question here that how can you remove a late payment?
All right, great. So how do we remove a late payment? So I spoke about validation letter. When an account has been reported to the credit bureau as late, we write to the credit bureau and also the collection agency to validate that account, that this account that has been reported late, it's indeed late, meaning that all aspects about the account is correct. That is our first letter. All right, good. Now, when the financial company gets this letter, his job is to investigate. Now, remember, it costs the money to investigate. It costs the money to dig into the past history about this account. All right, good. Now, if they don't respond, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives them 30 days that account to be removed. Now, if they respond, the Fair Credit Reporting Act also gives you the right to ask them evidence of their investigation. On the second round, we ask them for evidence. Again, they also have 30 days to respond. So we use this process, and anytime that they don't respond, we go back to the credit bureaus who act as our judges.
All right. So, Chris, thank you very much for spending time with me. Today we went through the halls of the health sector. We looked at the canker of the virus, the virus of credit
But let them know
card.
that there is a medication for it.
Yes, there's a medication for it. One is over the counter. You have to do it yourself. The other, you need a doctor to prescribe for you. You have to go to the pharmacist to get it done. That you need an expert. This number is, I'm putting this number out there, 512-999-6724. 512-999-6724. That is Chris Tofich's number. He can help you.